Continuing our multi-part series on respond rules, today I want to cover a respond rule that I call the usual suspects. In a recent survey of 92 leading cybercrime experts, they were asked to identify countries and rank them based on their cybercrime threat levels. In the top 10 list were countries like Russia, Ukraine, China, Nigeria, Romania, and North Korea. Even if you already are using outside approved location, it's good to be able to identify traffic from these specific countries and maybe give them more attention. Let's jump into SaaS Alerts and I'll show you how to create this rule. Before we create this rule, I want to show you a website you can use to look up country codes. I'm going to open a new tab, and if we go to nationsonline.org/oneworld/country code list HTM, we can pull up a list of all the country codes in the world. And this is the way that SaaS Alerts will identify those countries. So if we go back to SaaS Alerts and go to Respond, let's click on New Rule. And I'll call this one the usual suspects. We'll select events. We'll select organizations and accounts. We'll trigger for all organizations, all accounts. And we'll go to conditions. The events that I'll pick out here are the ones that I don't want to see coming from those countries. First one I'll do is authentication successful. Also going to do outside approved. I'm going to do multi-factor authentication enabled. Also going to do email rule enabled. Sprinkle in some forwarding rules. And lastly, I also want to identify if multi-factor authentication is disabled from these locations. Feel free to add more events in here as you see fit. I'm going to change my occurrence down to 1. And now I'm going to use filters to identify those countries. The first country on my list was Russia. I know that's RU. I'm going to click on OR. Country contains China, that's CN. I'm going to continue on down this list. OR. Next I'll include Nigeria. The last one I'll do in this list, I'll also do North Korea. So if any threat actor decides to perform any of these actions from any of these countries, I want to be immediately notified. So I'm going to scroll down, and I think I'm probably going to do nothing initially. I'm going to change my alert configuration, make sure this is critical, and the rest is 100% up to you. As a side note, if you wanted to take more immediate actions, but you didn't want to block their account, if you do expire account logins, that will flush their tokens and make the person re-authenticate. Let's scroll up to the top of the page and click Save Rule. This concludes this video on the usual suspects respond rule. If you have any questions, you can reach out to support@saasalerts.com, and you can also join our Discord server. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, always cover your SaaS.